If Denmark is trying to strike a hard bargain for Greenland, President Donald Trump is turning to a familiar playbook to make the deal. First, he walked away. Now he's playing hardball. After Danish Prime Minister refused to sell the semi-autonomous territory, a scenario that was only recently reported, may or may not be serious, and is generally viewed as occupying a space somewhere between absurd and strategically brilliant. Donald Trump cancelled a trip to Denmark and then lashed out at the country for not pulling its weight with NATO spending. Trump claimed that considering Denmark's wealth, they should be contributing far more, especially compared with the US. Here's what Ben Shapiro has to say about that.
The president's going to war with Denmark. So that's exciting. I mean, I know that when I woke up a couple of days ago, I thought to myself, you know what? Those Danes, we got to do something about Greenland, man. Greenland! The future of America lies on glaciers. Now, listen, I'm fine. I'm all for buying Greenland. You want to buy, and frankly, I don't think it's a big deal that President Trump wanted to buy Greenland. The fact is that the United States bought the U.S. Virgin Islands from Denmark. Solid real estate deal. But President Trump has decided that it is imperative that we get into a diplomatic spat when Greenland says it's not for sale. We're now going to have an international issue over whether we buy a giant island that has 56,000 people on it. What are we going to do? Like relocate populations there? Like what are we talking about doing with Greenland that makes it so all-fired important that we're now canceling state visits to Denmark? So President Trump is now in a personal spat with the Prime Minister of Denmark, which is just, that's what we needed, right? I mean, I just talked about all the good policy Trump is pursuing, but certainly what makes the American people feel more safe and secure and solid is when the president is in a pissing match with the Prime Minister of Denmark because of all the cruel, inhumane states on planet Earth that we need to face down and look directly in the eye. Denmark, man. Those Danes can't be trusted, not in the slightest. Kim Jong-un, best friends. Prime Minister of Denmark, screw that person. President Trump on Wednesday lashed out at the Danish Prime Minister, Mette Frederiksen, saying the leader of the U.S. ally had made nasty comments about his interest in having the United States purchase Greenland. Trump announced on Tuesday night he was calling off a planned 2-day visit to Copenhagen early next month over Frederiksen's refusal to entertain the sale of Greenland. Apparently, Trump tweeted this out. He said, "I thought it was not a nice statement, the way she blew me off. She shouldn't treat the United States that way." She said, "Absurd. That's not the right way. That's not the right word to use." President Trump is an expert in the use of words. He has all of the best words. Is this worthwhile? Honestly, is it worthwhile? Like, I understand he's going to be Trump. We all get it at this point. But is that a good thing for his reelection prospects? Like, just generally, is it necessary? So I've given you two big headlines for Trump. One, actually promulgating regulations that will cut down on illegal immigration and also will allow children to stay with their parents. After 2 years of controversy over that, that's a big thing. Thing number two, that's a big thing. Planned Parenthood defunding. Big promise, kept. Shouldn't those be the things we're talking about today? Well, instead we're talking about Trump versus Ford and Trump versus Denmark over Greenland. Chris Matthews, of course, very upset over this. Chris Matthews says, it's unbelievable. President Trump going to war with Denmark, coming here in the morning, coming to the show, all crazy looking. I'm like, why are you getting angry at the Danes? Why are you so angry? I mean, I love Hans Christian Andersen. I like the old lady who lived in a shoe. All sorts of fairy tales I love. I'll tell you what I love most of all. I love coming in here half drunk and talking about President Trump and Bugsy Siegel and making gangster references. Go.
President Trump is picking a fight with a loyal American ally for no apparent reason. He's canceled a state visit to Denmark, insulted its prime minister, and thrown an historic relationship into chaos. Denmark is a good country. It's pro-American as hell. It's an ally like we dreamed the world would be an ally of any country like our country. Mm-hmm. And now this guy like Bugsy Siegel walks by, like in a movie, Warren Beatty played the guy, he goes by a house. I'd like that house, because in the house it says, I want to buy your house.
It was like Warren Beatty. Love it. Warren Beatty, it was terrible. Warren Beatty was great in Shampoo. Wasn't as great in Reds. I like the message of the movie Reds. Very pro-communist, but I didn't like really Warren Beatty's performance. But this is just like Bugsy Siegel. That was a movie nobody saw, right? He was supposed to be really good. Wasn't that good? Because Warren Beatty's kind of overrated. Kind of liked him in Bulwark, whatever that movie was. Remember that? Chris Matthews, that what we say? Sorry, once I get into the Chris Matthews, it's very difficult to get out of the Chris Matthews. In any case, you can see what the media are in it for, right? The media would love a feeling of chaos. This is the Democratic campaign in 2020. Democratic campaign strategy 2020. Trump's crazy. That's the campaign. That's the whole campaign. And Democrats are totally into it. And when President Trump gets angry about that, he's not totally wrong. Did you know that every like on this video creates one additional leftist here? Don't ask me why. It's science. To take advantage of this amazing opportunity, hit the like button. Facts don't care about your feelings, and it is a fact that The Ben Shapiro Show is the largest conservative podcast in the nation. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on all of our content.